All right. Now let's look at case 3. Case 3 is graph shifting. You see, previously we discussed the amplitude and then period. Now the third one will be how to shift the picture. Okay, now let's look at the actual values down here. Now here is that previously was sine x. Now here is sine x minus pi over 2, minus pi over 6. Okay, if it's pi x minus pi over 6, if we have x is pi over 6, here is pi over 6, then pi over 6 minus pi over 6 is 0. But we know sine 0 is 0. Okay, always remember our basic one. You see, sine 0 is 0. Okay, so then this tells us when x is pi over 6, you have a 0. Yeah. Previously was this one, sine 0, 0. Now sine x needs to be pi over 6, y can be 0. So this is the starting point. Okay, previously was 0, 0. Now pi over 6, 0. It looks like the picture shifts pi over 6 to the right. Okay, so I have tested the starting one. All right, let's test this one. 4 pi over 6. Okay, 4 pi over 6. 4 pi over 6 minus, put some explanation right here. 4 pi over 6. If you have a x equals 4 pi over 6, then minus pi over 6, because you have x minus pi over 6. That's 3 pi over 6, because here there is 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. And that's pi over 2. Okay? So when x equals 4 pi over 6, x minus pi over 6 is actually pi over 2. But we know sine pi over 2 is 1. Okay? I'll refer it back here. Pi over 2, then sine pi over 2 is 1. Okay? So pi over 2, then here is 1. Then it tells us 2 pi, 4 pi over 6 is actually what? You cancel 2, common factor. That's 2 pi over 3, right? Yeah. So you see here is 2 pi over 3, 1. Okay? Yeah. So when x equals 2 pi over 3, you have the highest point. 2 pi over 3 is actually what? Actually, previously when we need the highest point was pi over 2, 1, because this picture was what? Was y equals sine x. Okay? Now this picture is y equals sine x minus pi over 6. Okay? Yeah. Now looks like, then you may think pi over 2 add on pi over 6 should be 2 pi over 3, right? You are actually right. You see, both numerator and denominator times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Now both numerator and denominator are 6. Now 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 pi over 6 is 2 pi over 3. You see, this way was minus because you have to minus pi over 6 down here. So you got pi over 2. Okay, this way we did is the different direction. You shift this point pi over 6 units, you get this point. Okay, so I also tested this one. Alright? Okay, so first one Second one. Let's test 3 more. Okay. And then you see if pi x is 7 pi over 6. 7 pi over 6. If you minus pi over 6, pi over 6 is 1 pi over 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay. So 6 over 6, cancel that. You just have a pi. So then we know sine pi is 0. Yeah, you got to refer back yourself. Okay. Then apparently then you will have what? Okay. You will then, for this one then you have a, x equals 7 pi over 6. You have a 0. So 7 pi over 6 is right here. Okay. Yeah. You may calculate also. You see 7 pi over 6. 3.66 close to 3.7. And here is 3.246 close to 7. Okay? 7 pi over 6. Okay? So you have a 0. Yeah, again, it's easy to see. Previously was pi, you add pi over 6, so you shift pi over 6 units to the right. I'll test 2 more. Okay? Now, for this one, I wrote 10 pi over 6 is actually, if you cancel the common factor 2, you have 5 pi over 3. Okay? Now, this number, you see 10 pi over 6 minus pi over 6. Because x is this value, the second row is x minus pi over 6. That's what? That's 9 pi over 6, right? Yeah, because here is what? You have a common factor 3, you cancel it, that's 3 pi over 2. So you see right here. Okay, 3 pi over 2. Sine 3 pi over 2 is negative 1. Okay? So then you will have what? You will have again 10 pi over 6 is 5 pi over 3. So 5 pi 3 is negative 1. X is 5 pi over 3. You got y is negative 1. That's exactly the point down here. 5 pi 3, you have a negative 1. Okay? 5 pi over 3, you have a negative 1. That's down here. Yeah, is this point 5 pi over 3 is pi over 6 units to the right of 3 pi over 2? Exactly, because 3 pi over 2 plus pi over 6. Then you multiply numerator denominator by 3. Okay, so downstairs 2 times 3, that's 6. So you got they are the same. And 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. So 10 pi over 6, which is 5 pi over 3. Or they here the same. So it's actually this point we can got from here, pi over 6 units to the right. Finally, this point. This point is 13 pi over 6. 13 pi over 6. 13 pi over 6 minus pi over 6. You see 13 minus 1, here is 1. Then you will have a 12. 12 divided by 6 is 2 pi. So x minus pi over 6 is 13 pi over 6 minus pi over 6, because x choose value 13 pi over 6. Then you got 2 pi for x minus pi over 6. Sine 2 pi is 0. Okay, so then you have a 13 pi over 6 for x. You have a y is 0. Okay? Yeah. So then, apparently 13 pi over 6 is 2 pi plus pi over 6. Because, 13 pi over 6 is actually 12 pi plus 1 pi. Okay, 12 pi divided by 6 is 2 pi. So 2 pi plus pi over 6. So you shift this point to here. All those details inside, you may try it yourself. So if here is minus pi over 6, then what do we get? Shift to the positive direction. If here is minus, okay, you shift to the positive direction. Now, here there are things you got to think about. It is that if here is plus instead of minus here, then you will shift the picture to the left, to the negative direction. This is the thing you need to be careful. Minus here, positive direction, plus here, negative direction. Okay, you may try it. That's one thing. In the horizontal direction, you see. How about we have this case? If we have a y equals sine x plus pi over 6 plus 1, then each value you got here is not enough. You have to plus 1. Previously it was 0. Now you got this value here. I should write maybe negative. Let me put negative. Use the same function here. Okay. So then you have this value plus 1, 0 plus 1 in the vertical direction. So previously was here, then you got this. And previously if it was 1, you have to plus another 1, so 1 goes to 2. So this constant tells us what? The graph will shift 1 units up. If here is positive 1, then shift up. If here is negative 1, shift down. Okay? That's the thing you should remember. That's a case 3 for graph shifting.